I think so. Now we should carry on. So today I'm going to take your small mock test and let's see how much you are going to score or how much answers you are able to give the answer. Do you know what is regeneration? Yeah, tell. What is regeneration? The process of getting back a full organism from its body parts is called regeneration. For example, we can take planaria. Repeat the answer, girl. What is regeneration? What the answer you told? The process of getting back a full organism from the its body parts is called regeneration and it is shown by planaria. Okay. Can you tell me what is spore formation? Spore formation is which method of reproduction? Spore formation is which method of reproduction? Asexual, okay. How many methods are there in asexual reproduction? Can you name them? And spore formation, very good. What is vegetative propagation? Yeah, means we can say it is a process in which a new plant is germinated or grown with the help of old plant's part like stem, roots or the leaves. Okay. Which mode of reproduction is shown by bryophyllum plant? Vegetative propagation, correct. We talked about the human digestive, respiratory, excretory, and reproductive. All the four systems I think so we talked about. We talked about digestive system in human, respiratory system, transpiratory system, and the reproductive system. Correct, na? Okay. Do you know what is the work of alveoli? Alveoli. Okay. What are bronchioles? Correct. Tell me the types of respiration. Can you tell me the byproducts formed in aerobic respiration? Correct. And what about the others? Glucose is first broken down in the presence of in what form? Pyruvate. And when again reaction is done on pyruvate, the breaking is done. What are the byproducts? When the reaction is done in the presence of oxygen, when oxygen is less, what are the byproducts of pyruvate? Hmm? Okay, very good. And when it is done in the absence of oxygen, okay, what is the formula of ethanol? Very good. Formula of glucose? What is a biological catalyst? What is a biological catalyst? Enzymes which increases the rate of reaction. Enzymes that increases the rate of reaction. Okay. What are the sites of photosynthesis? Chloroplast. What is chloroplast? What is chloroplast? Anyone? Hmm? Nobody knows what is cell organelle. That what is chloroplast? Yeah, it contains chlorophyll and it is a cell organelle and it helps in the process of photosynthesis. Good. Can you tell me the different processes involved in the nutrition of animals? Egestion, that is the excretion. Okay. Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and excretion. Okay. What is absorption? Yeah, absorbing of food, or we can say absorbing of nutrients from the food. Okay. What are nutrients? Example, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, proteins. Okay. Simplest form of food, glucose. What is the food so prepared by plant is called? Star. Very good. How do plants obtain CO2? Stomata. What are guard cells? Yeah, protection of the stomata and it helps in the closing and opening of the stomata when it takes air or gives it out. Okay. Can you tell me the reaction so involved in photosynthesis? Can you tell me the reaction so involved in photosynthesis? Carbon dioxide plus water plus light energy from sun gives glucose plus oxygen. Okay. Starch gives dash color with iodine solution. What color is given by the starch when we put few drops of iodine solution? Blue black. Blue black, yeah, correct. When we talked about respiration also we asked respiration in animals. Yeah, tell me about the respiration process in amoeba. How does amoeba respirate? Through cell membrane. Amoeba respirates through cell membrane. Okay. How does paramecium respirate? The same. Paramecium also respirate through cell membrane only. The openings, the tiny holes which are present on the outermost layer. What is diffusion? Okay. Can you tell me who did the modification of kingdoms? Who did the modification of groups or the subgroups? I'm asking. Robert Whittaker, correct. Huh? Robert Whittaker did the modification. No, no. Robert Whittaker is not the right answer. Carl Woese, Carlwoese. Carl Woese did the modification of groups on the basis of their similarities. Can you tell me the subgroups which were modified by Carl Woese? Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Correct na? Seven subgroups. Okay. Mhm. How do earthworms respirate? Very good. How do fish respirate? Humans? What is cartilage? Yeah, that are only called cartilage. We can say that these are the soft bones, like a rings, which provide support to the trachea. The rings which are present on the trachea, the pipe, that is only called the cartilage. Okay. What is trachea? What is trachea? It is the windpipe. Name the organs involved in respiratory system. And diaphragm. Okay. What do you mean by fission? Yeah. We can say okay. We can say the splitting of a cell into two daughter cells, that is called fission. Okay. And which organism show this process or method of reproduction? Amoeba. Only amoeba. Yeah. And any other? Paramecium. Paramecium also. Plasmodium. Correct. By which process planaria reproduces? By, very good. By regeneration. What is budding? What is budding? When any part of the body grows into a bud and then to a new organism, that process is called budding. Okay, which organism reproduces by the process of budding? Hydra. Correct, Hydra. What is pollination? What is pollination? What happened? Tell what is pollination? Transfer of. Hmm. Tell the complete answer. Tell the complete answer. Transfer of pollen grains of a flower to the same flower or to the another flower of a plant. That is called pollination. We can say in simple words, transfer of pollen grains from the stigma of a flower. Correct now? Okay. What is self-pollination then? What is self-pollination? Own transfer of pollen grains. Can you tell me the process how the transfer of pollen grains take in a particular flower, which is unisex? Hmm. No. Pollen grains are present at the anther. Correct. And with the help of pollen tube, they reaches to ovary. Correct now? With the help of pollen tube, they will reach to ovary. And at ovary, there is a ovule. Each ovule contains a unfertilized egg. And when these pollen grains reach there, there is a formation of zygote. And on several time dividing of zygote, embryo gets formed. And that embryo, when it gets a tough coating, that leads to the formation of seed. And further, that seed germinates or grows. And so what we call germination of a seed. Germination of a seed. Okay, what are the main parts of a flower? What are the main parts of a flower? You have to draw the diagram of the flower also, along with mentioning all the parts. What are the main parts of a flower? Hmm. Petals, sepal, stamen, carpel. Yeah, correct. Which is the male reproductive part of a flower? Stamen. And female reproductive part? Ovary. No, no, no. I am asking what are vascular tissues? These are not present in animals only. Oh. Xylem and phylum are vascular tissues. Okay. What is a zygote? We can say. Correct. A single cell that is so formed is called zygote. Then. What is fallopian tube? What is fallopian tube? Okay. You don't know this answer, na? Okay. How the child or baby which is in the mother's womb gets the nutrition? Placenta. Very good. And the transport of food or oxygen or glucose to the child or baby and excretion of waste material is done how? The transportation of food and oxygen and excretion of waste material in a child which is in the mother's womb is done how? By fallopian tube. By fallopian tube. So we asked a number of questions, and hopefully our this chapter, how do organisms reproduce, that is also completed, because we read about male reproductive system, female reproductive system, that was the last one topic, and two headings were remaining, I guess, huh? What will happen if the cell is unfertilized, and about the reproductive health, correct? Yes. So shall we go through that also, complete that thing? Yeah, sure.